Employees, we have been around 23 years, but we still look at ourselves as a startup, a company that's just born, that is still reinventing, discovering new ways to work and encourage the workforce. 45 million users around the world use our products today, and we have more than 45 applications, from CRM to people management to project management to email and presentations like this one. 350,000 organizations use our applications today. We are from Chennai. We have branches around the world where we work with local partners and deliver our solutions. We have covered the length and breadth of the organizational application requirements. So we actually call ourselves the operating system for your business. Whatever domain you are in, whatever business you are doing, we want to provide an application on the cloud using which you can empower the workforce, engage better with your leads and your customers, and manage your assets wherever you are on the go. I'm going to talk to you about Zoho People, a particular suite of applications where from hire to retire, like they call it today, where you can spot talent, nurture them, grow with them, and also manage the offboarding. But before that, I want to just take a step back and look at what exactly a business application is expected to do. What do people want an application to do? The first thing is they want it to model an activity. So instead of a human being doing a particular process, they want to first find out if we can model that so that that human being is replaceable, somebody else can slip into the same job and still get that same quality of timeliness and accuracy ensured. And the reason why we model an activity is we aim for a standard, right? So irrespective of where we are, irrespective of who is handling that particular work, it has to be done that way every single time. Of course, that reduces error. Human error, emotional issues coming in the way, all that is removed when you model an activity and aim for a standard. But this is where most applications stop. We seem to think that we are trying to replace human beings with software and tools. But the key here is we want to free up time. It is not that we want to reduce the number of people working on it. It is that we want to change what they are working on. We want to free up time so that we can help our workforce spot in their quest for meaning and purpose. Whatever tool you choose, I want you to focus on these three things: automation and customization, integration and extensibility, and intelligence and insights. I'll quickly dwell through each of these. Automation. Having a searchable employee directory, having an ability to self-serve yourself. Millennials, they don't want guidance, they don't want bank tellers, they want automatic teller machines. Right? So you need to have a searchable employee directory. And almost 50% of the first impression a person gets about the company he or she joins is on that onboarding workflow. Automating it, providing customizable workflows, letting them fill up forms by themselves. These are all things that human beings are doing today, taking a lot of time, introducing a lot of error. You need to look for tools that automate that onboarding workflow. Approvals and management. We are in a matrix organization today. Like the previous speaker talked about, it is not hierarchical. Each person has to report to multiple people, get the approvals done, and it has to happen on the go. Look for tools that allow you to do that on your smartphone, wherever you are. Looking at integration and extensibility, whatever tool you have, it needs to segue well with the rest of the tools that run your organization. Also, no single shrink-wrapped software that you can purchase can actually play your game. You need to have that last mile, the 10% of it, which is customizable. So look for integrations with payroll. Payroll is a huge ocean by itself. In fact, at Zoho, we haven't been able to roll it out globally. Each country has its own restrictions, its own taxation limitations. And when you have a global workforce and you are in a single country managing the whole thing, you need to have compliance burnt into the system. You can't have it as an extra loop in the software. So integrating deeply with the payroll is an important expectation. See for tools that work with your project management software, because project management is about people, how they spend their time, what they spend it on, how much time has been spent, and sometimes with the gig economy, it also is about money for the time spent, not money for the months in. So look for tools that let you deeply integrate with project management, tasks, and time tracking. Also, if possible, today it's the time of the citizen coder. We call it the citizen coder. Everybody wants to write some quick code, build some smart application, and launch it. It could even be as simple as there's an event coming up, an annual get-together. There's a t-shirt that we are planning. Who wants what size? What color? How many? Imagine the flexibility a tool like this can provide if you can quickly drag and drop and create an application and provide it across the organization. Right from there, all the way to complex workflows, if you can have a low-code platform that you can create applications with, that will be a big bonus. And not only that, that platform should provide you fine-grained access control. You should be able to roll out applications across the organization within just a few departments, with just a few people in your team, and so on. So fine-grained access control becomes a very important expectation. Coming to intelligence and insights, the talk of the town is about big data and what insights I can get from it. HR probably is the single department in a company where there is so much data. You'll have to be careful where you store it and what insights you derive from it. For example, new joinee reports. How do you merge it with exit reports and what trends do you spot? Are you working with gig workers? Do they usually snap off when it is college ending time, when it is a graduation time? Are they all mostly third year and fourth year graduate students who are working with you? You'll be able to spot trends. It's all in there in that data, but only when you visualize it, you will be able to get that thing pop out onto your face. So have powerful report generation and visualization tools. Here is another, employee performance tracking based on expected hours at work and logged hours. Can the HR system, information system that you have, can it plug neatly with the biometrics that you have for entry and exit? Can it sign in and sign you out based on geolocation? Does it let you work from home and still log in remotely the hours you have worked? Look for all these. Also, when you talk about the gig economy, it's about hidden talent. There are so many people in my team who are great programmers, but they can also write creatively, write good English. There are writers who can do great design. There are marketers who can do low-code app development. So look for tools that let employees bubble up their own skill set. Can they talk about what they are good at? Discoverability is the need of the hour. Every time an employee submits their resume and gets onboarded, that is the single snapshot most companies have of what that person is capable of doing. It doesn't change, but that's not the truth. Every 6 months, the employee loses or gains a skill. Is that tracked? Find a tool that lets you do all that. And when we talk about performance management, it's mostly about that singular entity. Appraisal, giving that person critical feedback, appreciative feedback, and letting that person know what his goals are, her goals are, KRAs and KPAs. But do you have an organizational map? A map of where most of your employees are stuck in? Are they potentially good performers but are not able to jump to the consistent star? Here is a 9-box model that can let you discover that kind of insight. So look for tools that let you have a snapshot of the across organization view of how your company is performing with respect to the most important resource, human beings. So that's Zoho People: automation and customization, integration and extensibility, intelligence and insights. You can continue the conversation at stall number 31, and that's me, Rajendra. Thank you.
Bye.